Welcome back to the sunshine-dappled coast of Rincon, Puerto Rico. Today I have a yoga workout for you that's going to focus on your mobility, your strength, and of course, yoga stretches and breath work. If you'd like to take this practice to the next level, I invite you to grab some light hand weights and even strap on some ankle weights. My goal for you is not only to have a nice yoga practice here, but also to work on your mobility to help you with functional fitness in your life. Alrighty folks, let's get started. Welcome to your mobility flow. Join me standing in your Tadasana. Option here to wear some ankle weights and also to have some light hand weights available for you to grab throughout the practice. Just beginning by bringing our attention back to the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. When you're ready, grab opposite elbows with the hands and reach those elbows up over your head. Just a note not to arc the lower back. We're starting to engage our core, tucking the rib cage, and just moving those elbows up and down. You can take this on your own speed. Continue to breathe deeply. Just looking to mobilize the shoulder joints, warming up the core and also the upper back muscles. Maybe inhaling on the way down and exhaling on your way up. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, and exhale out. Good. Let's drop the hands from the elbows and we're going to reach our left hand up and over to the sky, reaching over into a lateral stretch. Just keep it moving here. Right arm reaches up and over into a brief lateral stretch. And again, left arm up and over, stretch through the rib cage. And one more time, right arm reaches up and over. Lateral stretch. Let's keep our warm-up going. We're going to reach the arms this time up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Your forward fold can be wherever you are, right? So maybe you're bracing the hands on the knees, on the ankles, some yoga blocks. Or if you can reach for the floor, drop the head and then roll up through the spine. A few more times like that. So inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Of course, your knees can be bent as you start to warm up. Option here to grab your hand weights as you roll up to standing and just bring those hand weights with you. Reaching them up to the sky and exhale, forward fold. And again, rolling up, bringing the weights up if you choose. Inhale, reaching the hands, the weights up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. This time, stay at the bottom of your forward fold. We're just going to bend the knees all the way down, like you're coming into a little kneeling position or a ball, and then extending through the backs of the legs, forward fold. A few more times like that. Inhale, come down. Exhale, extend into your forward fold. A few more times. Inhale, down. On your exhale, extend, maybe straighten the knees a little more than the last time. And inhale, down. Exhale, forward fold. Come down one more time into your little ball squat. If your knees bother you, I recommend you skip the next exercise. But if you want to join me, using the hands to support you as the knees come forward to the mat, maybe sinking back onto the heels. Use your hands again to support and shift the weight back towards your toes and your heels, extending into forward fold. So you continue with using the hands to support, or if you'd like a challenge, hover the hands, gently tap the knees to the front of your mat, shift your weight back onto the feet, and extend into forward fold. So an excellent little mobility exercise here. We'll take it again, squatting down into your ball carefully. Slowly use your core to tap the knees, shift the weight back to the feet, and extend to forward fold. Again, we'll come down into that ball slowly but surely. Shifting some of the weight forward, tapping the knees, extending those quads, and then shifting back onto the feet. Coming into your final forward fold, hold on to those weights as you roll up. Reaching the arms up to the sky, open them for 8 shoulder presses. That's 8, 7, and 6, and 5. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Excellent job. Let's roll all the way back down into your forward fold. If you can't reach the mat, you can use some blocks or brace the hands on the ankles or the knees. We're just going to do some big twists here. So opening the left arm up, then opening the right arm up to the side. Option here if you want to grab the weight and take it with the arm circle. So left arm is reaching up and over, and now right arm is going to reach up and over. You can keep the knees bent or play with straightening the same leg as the arm that is circling here. So now my right arm, inhale it up. Exhale that arm, circle it down. Left side, inhale, arm up. And exhale, control the arm down. Inhale right. Exhale, control the arm down. Inhale left. Exhale, control the arm, circle back down to the mat. One more time, inhale, right arm reaches up, and exhale, release. Let's come all the way up to standing. Just wiggle those feet out to either edge of your mat. We're gonna just come into some classic squats here. The arms can be up, weights are in line with your eyes, tight core, rib cage is closed, and we're sinking the weight back into our heels for a deep squat. Exhale up, press the weights. Inhale down, elbows are bent. Exhale, press your weights to the sky. Inhale, come down to your squat. Exhale, press, extend up to the sky. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Inhale down, tight core. And exhale, press your weight up to the sky. Inhale down. Exhale, extend all the way up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, extend. Last one, inhale, come down to your deep squat. And exhale, extend. Beautiful work. Let's just pivot so that we're facing the side of your mat. Feet are a little more than hip width apart. We're gonna come into some goddess squats now. Ultimately, your toes might be a little less open than mine, maybe a little more open. It just depends on your hip flexibility. Ultimately, find a place where your hips can stay open and the knees track over the toes. So you can be up here, or I'm showing you can try to get a little deeper to work a little harder. Alrighty, so let's find a comfortable position, coming down into your goddess squat. Remember, get as deep as you can. On your exhale, press those arms up to the sky. So we inhale, come down, everything is bent. Exhale, extend. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press. Try to keep a tight core here. We don't want to over arc the lower back. Like a nice straight board, every muscle here is working and engaged. Exhale up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press through the heels, extend. Inhale, come down into your goddess squat. Exhale, extend. Always an option to smile when it gets hard. Exhale, extend. Let's come back down into our goddess squat and just shift a little bit to your left and then to your right, extend back up. So this is for your hip flexors to compress and mobilize them. Let's come back down to goddess, shift left and shift right. Extend. 2 more times here, coming down only as far as you're comfy, shift left and shift right, extend back up. So you should feel a nice little compression here, working on being as mobile as possible. I always feel like a spider doing this. And excellent job. Let's drop those weights for a moment, just taking a big stretch. You can extend the legs out a little further and then sinking towards your left side, just until you feel a nice stretch, perhaps across the inner thighs or in the groin area. Let's shift our weight over into your right side now. Again, just having a nice stretch here. We're preparing for Skandasana. Coming back to the left, if you'd like to sink a little deeper, try to keep the left heel flush to your mat while the right foot flexes, and just sink down as far as works for you. Extending back up and then sinking over into your right side. Same thing, Skandasana stretch here. Shifting back over onto the left. So if you're watching, you can see I'm going to show you might be up here, perhaps a little lower, or sinking all the way down. Let's spider back over to our right side, sinking down into Skandasana on the right. Lovely big stretch here for our groin and for our inner thighs. Just heel toe the feet back together until you can grab your weights and come back up to a standing position. Let's keep moving here. So from your Tadasana at the front of your mat, inhale, reaching those arms up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up through the spine. This time, as the arms reach up, your left knee is going to raise up off the mat. Find your core, find your stability. And then let that left leg reach back behind you into Warrior 3 position. Hold your Warrior 3, and then slowly bend the right knee, extend the left foot to the mat, and reach up into your high lunge position. Let's pivot the back foot, looking over top of the right fingertips in Warrior 2. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten both knees, and sinking into Skandasana on our left side. So normally I would just have you mirror me here, but because we're doing so many twisty transitions, I'm going to tell you the same side that I'm doing. Let's press through that left leg, extending right back into Warrior 2. Hands come behind the head, tap the elbow to the knee, Twist from the spine to bring the nose towards the knee. Tap the elbow and open up. Beautiful. Back up into your warrior two position. We're going to pivot that back foot, reaching the arms up into high lunge and then stepping to the front of your mat. So that's the flow here, your mobility flow. Inhale, this time your right knee is going to raise up off the mat. Slowly sending that right foot back into your warrior three position. Hold. Bending the supportive leg, reaching the right toes back, arms come up, high lunge, hold. Pivoting the back foot so that you can extend into warrior two, looking over the left fingertips. Knees straighten, arms reach up, and we sink into the Skandasana. Your right knee is bent, so now you can mirror me to make it a little bit easier. Pressing into the right leg, extending right back into the same warrior two direction. Hands come behind the head. Tap the left elbow to the left knee. Twisting from the spine, try to bring nose towards knee. Tap the elbow, open up, and extending back up into your warrior two position. Pivot the back toes, reaching up into high lunge, and stepping forward to the front of your mat. Excellent work, let's keep that going. Inhale, reach the arms up, left knee raises. Sending the leg back into your warrior three position, tight core here. Bend the front leg, reaching the left toes back, inhale, high lunge. On your exhale, pivot the back foot into your warrior two position. We're going to straighten the leg, reach the arms up, and then sink into Skandasana. Your left knee is bent. Tight core, hold your upper body straight. Press into the left leg to extend right back into your warrior two. Hands come behind the head like you're sunbathing. Tap the elbow. Try to tap the nose to the knee. Tap the elbow again and then twist open that chest. Lots of ab work there. Let's come back into our warrior two, pivoting the back foot into high lunge. I'm quite extended here. You don't need to be quite so far as me. And stepping forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, send that left leg back into your warrior three position. Hold. Reaching the back toes for the mat. Inhale, arms reach up, high lunge. Exhale, shift into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, sink into Skandasana on the right. Let's come right back up into our warrior two position. Hands come behind the head. We tap the elbow. We attempt to tap the nose to the knee. We tap the elbow again and we twist, opening up the chest to the sky. Reach the arms back up to the sky. Warrior two position. Pivot the back toes. High lunge and stepping forward to the front of your mat. Excellent work with that quick mobility flow. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Raise onto your tippy toes. Trying to hold your balance, staying on the toes, slowly lowering the bum all the way down to the heels. If you can balance, you can find your equilibrium here. Maybe just taking a few deep breaths in this little ball balance. Very slowly starting to shift your bum back towards the mat. You can use your hands if needed. We're just prepping here for two spinal roll-ups, so bum and feet are on the floor. Let's hold those weights as we slowly scoop the belly button to the spine and roll down onto our mat. Inhale, weights come above the head. Exhale, we peel ourselves up off the mat, reach the weights up. Let's twist open to the left, inhale up. Twist open to the right, inhale up. And again, scooping that spine, rolling back, arms reach over the head. We press the weights back down and roll up. Let's twist to the left one more time and twist to the right one more time. You can drop your weights here, or if you'd like to hold them for your rolling like a ball pose, I'm going to place my hands behind the thighs to roll back and then use my momentum to come up into a boat pose. So I'm rolling back, curving my spine. Exhale, come up and hold. Rolling back on my spine and exhale, hold. I'm going to use my momentum here to roll a little further forward right into my forward fold position. Let's step back into your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to start to slow down the heart rate. Having a wee stretch before we finish our practice today, maybe pedaling out your dog. Maybe starting to just find some stillness here. Starting to connect to the breath. On your next exhale, just dropping the knees down to the mat. We're going to take our puppy pose next. So your knees are bent, reaching the hands towards the front of your yoga mat. The hips stay extended up to the sky, similar to a downward dog. And your chest starts to press down towards the mat. Maybe your forehead here is laying against the mat. If you'd like it to be a little bit of a deeper puppy pose, you can bring the hands to prayer position. You can even prop the chin on the mat to bring even deeper stretch to your puppy pose. Inhale. And exhale. Well done today. One more inhale. On your next exhale, just releasing the puppy pose. And meeting me in any kneeling or cross-legged position on your mat. We're going to take 2 final deep breaths here. So inhale, reach the hands up to the sky, and exhale down. One more time, inhaling up and exhale down. Thank you so much for joining me for this mobility yoga flow and stretch. I hope to see you again on your mat soon. It's always helpful for me too if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have some other socials, a website, so feel free to follow along in the journey. And I can't wait to hear from you. Namaste, folks.